I was 14 years old and I was like, college is a scam.
I think the modern education system is nothing but an indoctrination machine. I think they use it to indoctrinate the youth. I think it's a waste of fucking time.
College and university today is the biggest scam and waste of time ever.
Is it a waste of time?
It's a waste of time, yeah. Just don't listen to your parents, you know?
There's no need even to have a college degree.
It's really strange seeing all these influencers saying that university is a scam and university is bullshit. And at the same time, I'm hearing from my parents and from my whole entire family how important university is and how it's important to finish up my educational process and to get a college degree. And I'm hearing from my parents how it's so important in making someone successful. And my mom keeps bragging about me that the neighbor's son got a college degree and he went to a whole different country and he's making money right now. But in reality, this man that went to a different country is just maybe making like $2,000 or maximum $3,000 a month, and he just has a low-paying job. So this situation here and the contradiction between these two confused me out. And I didn't know what to do. I was about to finish school, and I'm just pissed off that I'm gonna go to university without escaping it and without making money. And without making money before going to university, like famous influencers did. For example, Iman Gadji, that dropped out of high school since he was 17, and he was making like $10,000 a month before he hit the age of 18. So today, as I was writing the script, I was in a university session, and I'm listening to a professor that has no idea of what she is talking about. When I was writing the script, the professor just looked fat, she looked broke, she looked dumb, she had sweat all over her armpits, and she gets paid about $400 or $500 a month just to teach at this university. And she looks like a person that hates her life. And I'm asking myself right now that if this is the person that is teaching me right now, and if this is the professor that I'm depending on in order to make me successful, then I'm fucked. So right now that it's the first year of university, I'm just really annoyed that I haven't escaped it yet, and I'm just annoyed that I'm gonna continue the whole year in this place, learning things that I won't use in the future. And learning things that won't help me in any way. And I'm thinking that if I'm spending 6 to 7 hours a day just attending university, in this period of time, I could be able to learn new skills and new things that will help me make more money, and it will basically just change up my whole life. Because going and attending university is just out of my mind, and it will never be the right fit for me. Because I'm thinking of it, if everyone is just going to university and is getting a college degree, and if everyone is going and attending university like a normal human being would, then I'm just gonna be going with the crowd, and I'm just gonna end up like everyone else. I'm gonna end up fat, broke, and I'm gonna end up depressed. So I'm thinking that the right way for me is to see where people are going and go the exact opposite way. And at the same time, while the teacher is fat and broke, the people attending class with me, I would never imagine them being leaders and being businessmen and leading other people. And there's just no way for them to actually be rich. Because for you to sit in a class in front of a professor who doesn't know what she is talking about, and you're just listening to her and you're being obedient, and you're just listening to her without saying a word, and you're being obedient, then how the fuck can you be a leader? You're just gonna be an employee, and you're gonna have a boss that leads you and that tells you what to do. And you just know by the looks of them that they are idiots. They are just so quiet, they are obedient. Most of them are just skinny, they don't have an idea of what they are learning, and they are all like robots who are following orders and writing out what the teacher and the professor write on the board. What I'm coming to realize is what these influencers say might be true. What university does, it leads us to be obedient monkeys that follow orders. Now at the same time, while I had the idea and I'm coming to realize that it is actually a waste of time, I still can't quit university and I still can't just go out and do my own thing alone. Because one, my parents won't like the idea and they would kill me, and my dad would just bring out the knife and he will chop my dick down. So I think that the best option for me is to try to study a bit for university, but also to focus on what I have in mind and what I plan to do in the future. And I need to work as hard as I can in order to earn some money and to do something that is scalable for my future business. And yeah, I know that all these influencers that talk online makes it look easy. And yeah, I know it's not easy, and I know that it takes years and years of practice and of failures and of risk taking, but anything is achievable if you stay consistent and if you work hard throughout a long period of time. Because while I might be going to university, I still have to work at my job, and I still have to attend university and work a full-time job, and I still have to work out and to maintain my physical body. So while I have all these things planned out, I'm starting to think that I'm not invincible like I used to think. And I can't do all these things at once if I'm looking to reach out what I'm looking for. So what I may need to do is I maybe need to sacrifice something that I'm doing throughout the day. Maybe I need to sacrifice university, maybe I need to sacrifice my daily job in order to work on my business, maybe I need to sacrifice my physical training and my workouts in order to focus more on studying everything. So I'm thinking that I can't be able to achieve all these 4 things at once, and I need to drop out maybe 1 or 2 things in order to focus more on other areas in my life. And of course, I can't drop university because I just mentioned the problem. So the best ROI for my future isn't gonna be my daily job, but also I need the money because my work is providing me for the expenses of my own life, and it's making me save some money for the last 2 months so I can maybe start something in mind. But without this work, I won't be able to have the space to do whatever I want. So while this is the case, I just can't stand looking at these monkeys in the same class as me, and I can't imagine and picture myself that I'm going throughout the same road and throughout the same direction as them. Because they are just being obedient to the prof that's teaching them, knowing that she has no idea of what she's talking about. So right now the focus is to just find some time, and what I'm going to do is probably to not focus as much on university, but at the same time I will try to succeed and I will try to pass the year and go to the second year. Because when I open my phone and I watch some podcasts on some entrepreneur who talk about money and they have made it themselves, these 2 or 3 hour podcasts that I watch gives me way more information and way more knowledge than a college professor would. So instantly I personally enjoy reading books and watching podcasts instead of listening to a dumb professor that doesn't know what she is talking about. And my tendency just instantly goes to just watching podcasts and reading books that talks about managing your wealth and finances. And I just like to search for what I'm looking for instead of listening the whole day to a dumb university professor teaching me the things I would never use in my own life. Because once you watch someone talking in a podcast and he also has a lot of money and is living the dream life that you would also like to have, then you naturally just be able to trust them and you just be confident in them and of what they are saying, and you'll instantly start following the advice that he gives to you. So of course I'm gonna like the people and the authors of the books that I read and the people that I watch on podcasts. And the moment you and I click on a podcast, you instantly think that everything he's saying is true and is logical, and everything that he is saying are real stuff happening that you need to know, and everything that he is saying will benefit you in your own financial life. And even if it's an autobiographical video of an entrepreneur talking about his past and how he has made it himself and how he has personally achieved what he has achieved, then this alone, this rich guy speaking about his past and how he has made it himself, is enough to make you learn and to make you have an idea of what it takes to win and what it takes to be rich. And also will teach you the mistakes that you should avoid in your path. Because it doesn't seem logical to me to wait 4 years in order to get my college degree, and then when I get my college degree I will start looking for jobs that will pay me little to no money, and then I need to work 8 hours every single day in order to gain experience, and then after a decade of working and after a decade of just being a mindless employee, then I could get to start my own business and to earn some money. No, it doesn't seem right and it doesn't seem logical to me. And why should I take the long hard way when I can just take a shortcut and make way more money in less time and in less effort? And maybe not in less effort, because I know that it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort, but it's still easier and still more logical to me in my brain than working a decade in some organization that doesn't give a fuck about you as an employee. So that's just my opinion on this whole thing that's going throughout my mind. And this video has been like a documentary of my own life and of my own thinking and how I perceive things. And I hope that you'll maybe realize and you can relate to my beliefs. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. I hope that this video has been useful to you in some way. And remember, brothers, always take action. Peace.